In this video, we're going to look at data validation, and I'm also going to show you the random between formulas to get yourself some sample data when you want to. But let's quickly have a look at data validation. So data validation is one way of predefining what a user enters into a cell. It can be classed as a spreadsheet security feature, and it's found under the data ribbon. The values you get then from your data validation can be fed into other formulas to give different results to formulas depending on what's selected by the actual drop-down. So let's have a look at data validation. I'm just going to highlight any cell here. I'm going to go to data and data validation under data tools. And we get this little dialog box, and what it's looking for is your settings. It's looking for an input message and an error alert. So let's have a look at the settings. So we can pick hold numbers, decimals, lists, date, time, text length, and custom. Let's show a list. When you pick a list, it's looking for a source, and you can pull this source from another sheet. So click on that box. Let's just click over here and select the years and hit enter and hit OK. And you'll see now you have this little icon or this little drop down, and you can select the years. Now I'm going to go back in there to data validation, and I am going to put in an input message, and the input message is please select. The title is just going to be year, and the input message is going to be please select year. And the error message is going to be select year. This is not a correct year. Please select from the drop down. And I'm going to hit OK. So you see there that this screen tip has come up. So when you highlight it, please select the year. So let's select the year. But if you try to type in, you get this error message. Please select year. This is not a correct year. Please select from the drop down. So that's data validation and lists. Now you can also, let's just change this data validation. Let's remove this list and let's change this to text length. And we have a minimum text length of 3 and a maximum of 4. We can change the input message to enter code. Please enter your 3 or 4-digit code. Please enter correct code. So if you try to enter in a 6-digit number, well, that's a 4-digit number, it won't allow you. So that cell has a security feature built in. You have defined the criteria in which people can use to enter something into that cell, and that's very important when you're sharing spreadsheets or if you want to use different scenarios of different circumstances. So that's data validation. Now I'm also going to show you rand and random between, because these are useful for generating random samples of data. So I'm just going to say equals ran, and rand returns a number greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, and less than 1, evenly distributed. Okay, so I'm going to highlight a block of cells here. Equals rand. And I'm going to press Control and Enter to populate all these cells. So it has picked random numbers between 0 and 1. Now I'm going to change that, and I'm going to put in equals rand between. Rand between returns a random number between the numbers you specify. So first it's looking for a bottom number, and let's say I say 500, and then it's looking for a top number of 550. what it'll do is populate all them cells with numbers between 500 and 550. And it's a very useful tool for generating random numbers. If you were going to do a draw and work between your friends or something like that, you could always do it within Excel. Thanks for watching this quick tutorial. Goodbye.